colleagues in the human design system asked that I bring back the neutrino news, or the transit reports, in other words, to help all of us understand the current frequency field that we're all bombarded with. And so you can see I've got my bodygraph.com app open. Do recommend it. It is very helpful. And what we're going to be looking at is just a brief report to help you prepare for the weather ahead. Of course, your best umbrella is going to be your decision-making process, what your type is, following your strategy for authentic interaction, and being your own authority, whatever that happens to be for you. And as you enter into this experiment of being your own authority, channel that energy into self-awareness, because that really is what this is about. It's about the facilitation of your consciousness, as we are all experiments of consciousness and form. In this day, you're going to experience potentially the effect of the third line quality. So as we look at the transit and you see the sun and earth glyphs, this is going to account for 70% of the neutrino energy stream that you are being, all of us are being bombarded with, grounded into this earth. If it weren't grounded into the earth, it would just continue to be going out into space. So on third line days, this is the most dangerous day of the rave week. It's time for experimentation. It's time for adaptation. It's a chance to see how resilient and adaptable you can be, if it's right for you to do so. Now, everybody's going to experience a different frequency or a chemical reaction, an alchemical reaction within the body, your vehicle, depending upon how your design is interfacing with the transit. So if you want to get your own transit map, you're going to go to mybodygraph.com, and it's very easy to sign up. Just go ahead and create a new chart with your chart, and you'll find that you'll now see all of these centers either start to light up or not. Most times you're going to light up like a Christmas tree if you've got a lot of hanging activations. Okay, so third line days, this particular week of the rave week, or the rave as in nine-centered human being week, the human design body graph is showing that we're all being imprinted with a stop codon in our genetics. 33 is one of those. And it's in the throat center, in the abstract circuitry, and it is about the expression of I remember. The I remember voice is going to give you this participation in the collective memory, as in the experience of sharing what you remember or not. So if we click on this particular activation, you'll see that this retreat, gate of privacy, the duration for 5 days, 21 hours, and 1 minute, and the next shift is going to be the 4th of August. So all the way up until the 4th of August, late that day, you're going to see that people are going to be sharing more of themselves, more of their stories. It's a great gate of revelation. And in that revelation, as we look at the past, as we process and digest things, sometimes we need to retreat from things in order to gain clarity about what it is exactly that we want to share. So the next gate next week, we're going into the logic. Interesting, isn't it? Logic that is more about future. But right now, we've got to wrap up the past. So what did you experience in the first, little over half of this year? Not just this week. What did you experience this week? Maybe it's time to retreat from the challenges or upsets that one has encountered in experimentation of being your own authority. And maybe it's time to process or digest, to make sense of, if it's possible, if it's a potential for you to do. Now, where that's grounded is into the root center. The root center, our ability to evolve this pressure or off-gassing of physical stress. And it's being grounded in, what do we need? Where can we go to be needed? Who needs us tribally?